Oh, it's that time of year when the gift-giving list seems to get a little longer.
And we have a fun project that will wrap things up a little sooner. I'm Kim.
And I'm Chris, and you're watching The DIY Dish. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The DIY Dish. We'd first like to thank Joann Fabric and Craft Source for making this episode possible.
Yeah.
Now, if you're like us, you're already thinking about that gift-giving list. And today, we wanted to showcase a simple little project that, if you choose, can be done in assembly line fashion, so you can finish a whole lot of them in no time at all.
And that's what we all like, right? We're talking about the roll-up bag. And depending on how wide your pockets become, you can make anything from a crayon roll to a makeup roll and everything in between. So here's what you're going to need. 1/4 yard of your main fabric, of your coordinating fabric, and also of your batting. And then only 1 yard of ribbon. It's that easy.
It's really easy to put together, Kim.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, depending on your pocket sizes, you can make them for all different kinds of things. Now, the example I'm going to do today is the makeup roll that we did right
Okay.
over here.
But let's go ahead and take a look at the crayon one as well.
Okay, here we go.
This is really a cute project for kids.
Look how fun that is.
How fun. I love it.
Okay, what a great way to use cute fabrics. And you could do them in all different colors for your different children.
Sure.
Okay, so like I said, we're going to talk about the makeup roll today. And as you mentioned, Kim, you are going to have 1/4 yard of your main fabric. So with your main fabric, you're going to cut it into 2 9 by 20 inch pieces. Okay? We've got one here and a second one right here. Okay, 2 9 by 20 inch pieces. I'm going to set one aside, and actually I'm going to cut my batting to also be a 9 by 20 inch piece as well. Now I'll go ahead and take my main fabric here and simply place it on top, smoothing out all the edges, making sure all the edges are aligned. Okay.
All right.
From there, I'll take my coordinating piece of fabric, and I'm also going to cut it to be a 9 by 20 inch piece.
Sure.
But this time I'm going to fold it in half with the wrong sides together, so that I will actually end up forming this into a pocket. Okay. Now, if you'd like, you can actually take it to your sewing machine and run a nice straight top edge stitch right along here, and also take it to your ironing board and press that fold so it's nice and crisp.
Okay.
Okay, so here we have that. I've already ironed it, and I've also done a top edge stitch along the very top of the pocket. Now I place that on the bottom edge of my panel.
Sure.
And I want to keep this open. So I'm actually going to draw my lines on to where my pockets are going to be.
Nice.
Okay.
So that no matter what you want to fit in it, you can draw it to the exact specifications.
Exactly.
For it.
So for
makeup.
example, if I was doing a makeup bag like here, I may have them spaced 2 inches apart,
Sure.
or 3 inches apart, or maybe vary the spacing. For crayons, I want to actually space it about 3/4 of an inch apart.
Okay.
So that your crayons fit nice and snug.
Sure.
So once you've done that, you go ahead and take your ruler and a marking pencil. And I've had to use somewhat of a lighter line there so it would show up on the dark.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to space this just a couple inches apart and move on right there. So now I have my pockets aligned. Again, if I wanted a little bit wider pocket, I could go ahead and do that. See here?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, once that is done, if you want to pin it in place to kind of hold it nice and steady there while you take it to your sewing machine, then now would be a good time to do that. All right, so now once that is pinned, take it to your sewing machine and simply follow that straight edge right along the line.
Okay.
Also, be sure you backstitch right there at
Sure.
the very end, so that it's going to help secure that pocket
Sure.
a little bit further.
Okay, you want me to do that?
Yes.
All
Let's
right.
go ahead and take a look at you doing that, Kim.
Okay.
Go to the very end and then a little bit of a back stitch. Perfect. Okay. You'll continue that same process until you're done to the other side.
Oh, I love that.
Until you've gone all the way to the other side.
Okay.
All right. So once that is completed, you'll take your second piece of your main panel, and this time you're going to place it right side down.
Sure.
Smooth out the edges, pin. Now, this is the part where if you want to add a rickrack trim, which is really cute.
I noticed that cute rickrack trim, and I'm thinking, when did you do that?
Okay,
I
this
love
is
it.
the time to do it because you'll actually sandwich that rickrack in between your two layers, pin all the way around, using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. That's going to allow that trim to now pop out once you turn it
Just a
inside
tad.
out. So
That
just
is
like
so
you would do
cute.
a pillow, Kim, you
Yeah.
would start down here at the bottom, stitch all the way around using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, leaving a small opening at the bottom
Sure.
so that you have a place to turn it inside out.
Yeah.
Okay, poke out the edges, and then you'll add your ribbon to the very end. Okay, let me show you on here where I've added it. I've just folded that ribbon in half and simply
Oh, so
sewed
you didn't
right
even
down
tuck
there.
it inside.
I didn't even tuck
Okay.
it inside on this one. No, it is simply just
Sewn
placed
to the
there on the
outside.
edge, exactly.
Okay.
And once it was all finished, actually is when I did that. And now if you roll from the opposite end of the ribbon,
How fun.
you're able to tie it up and have a nice little makeup bag on the go.
This makes a great gift to give, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Oh, the makeup, the crayons, little race cars maybe.
Oh, that would be
parked in
cute.
pockets. That would be
Yes.
so fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the finished photos. Oh, that is so cute.
I love that. Isn't that a great look? Really, so many fun possibilities you can do with this project.
Yeah, we can't wait to see what you make with it. To close, we want to thank Joann Fabric and Craft Stores for sponsoring this episode, and we invite you to go in and check out their large array of fabrics and notions and patterns. There really is so much that they offer.
And you can also find them online.
Yeah, definitely.
And don't forget, we always love to hear from our
Yeah.
viewers, so feel free to drop us a note or even send in a picture of your most recent project. You can find us on Facebook as well as the DIYdish.com. Thanks for joining us today. We hope that you felt creativity was served. Bye-bye.
Bye.